All right, so looking at page 87, what did you learn, Avery? Very good. A charter is an official document that grants its owner special rights. What did you learn, Maddox? And were they able to do that? No? Okay, and Gunnar, what did you learn? Very good. And so, why were the Roanoke settlements a failure? Is it my note, Hudson? Very good. That was a great summary. Thank you, Hudson. All right, so let's look at page 88. We are going to read it. Can I get a reader to read out loud, please? Miriam, we'll start with you, and then I'm going to go around the room. 88, start at the Jamestown colony.
Jamestown colony. The English decided to continue searching for gold in North America. King James I
First,
gave a charter to a merchant company called the Virginia Company. In 1607, the Virginia Company sent a group of 144 men and boys to start a new settlement. The colonists landed near a river that they named the James River. They built a new settlement called Jamestown. It was the first permanent English settlement in North America. Captain John Smith. Like the Roanoke colony, Jamestown colony ran out of food. It survived only because of the leadership of John Smith, who proclaimed, "Those who don't work don't eat." Smith forced the colonists to plant crops and build homes. In 1609, Smith was injured when his gunpowder bag exploded, and he returned to England. Without him, the colonists stopped working. The winter after Smith left was called the starving time. By the end of winter, only 60 of the settlers were alive.
Ooh.
A new crop. Jamestown colonists discovered that Virginia had the perfect soil and climate for growing tobacco. Tobacco had been recently introduced to Europe, and demanded for it was rare. Colonist John Ruff harvested the first tobacco crop, which was a huge success. Tobacco became Virginia's first cash crop or crop grown to be sold for profit. Soon the demand for tobacco was great that the new fields were needed.
Perfect. Stop right there. Raise your hand if you've ever heard of John Smith. Raise your hand if you've ever seen Pocahontas. Huh? Do you recognize that name now? Who is the character that Pocahontas fell in love with? John Smith. So that is called a legend. A legend is not a true story. There actually was a woman named Pocahontas, but that's not actually how the story went. But thank you, Disney, for bringing up John Smith. All right, so what is a cash crop? Cassius, what do you think a cash crop is? Yes, thank you, Cassius. Cassius, can you go ahead and read page 89 for us? Indentured?
Servants promised to pay back travel expenses by working
5 to 7 years. After their time of service, they received land and supplies to start farming. Jamestown's first government. People in England have been elected their government. Virginia, therefore, always established colonial assembly, similar to the one in England. The representatives were known as Burgesses.
Mhm.
The assembly, called the House of Burgesses, made laws for the colony. Only white men who owned land could vote for representatives. The House of Burgesses first met July 30th, 1916, making it the first elected assembly in European. So, Alabama fight. As Jamestown grew, the colonists took more and more land. This threatened the Powhatan's way of life. In 1622, the Powhatans attacked villages nearly 250 settlers. About one-third of the colonists were killed. These attacks in King James I canceled the Virginia Company charter. In 1624, the colony became a royal colony under the direction.
Okay, so what was happening with the English? Were they welcome where they were at? No. Why were they not welcome? Savannah?
Because they kept taking land from the
That's not very kind, is it? No. Now, what is something about during this time that is similar to now? What do they have? Starts with a G, larger word. Who said it? Miriam?
gunpowder.
They had a gunpowder. What's another one? Government. Yes, they had a government. So they have the House of Burgesses, which we have the House of Representatives. So very similar, but they were under the control of a king instead of under the power of the people. So, why was Jamestown a successful colony? What do you think?
Maybe because they had the first government. That's one reason, and two because they kept growing. Because they kept taking land from the natives as well.
Mm.
So yeah.
Yeah. What do you think, Anaya?
It was either the import or the export of tobacco to England made the Jamestown settlement.
Oh yeah, yeah, but that wasn't quite their land, right? Say Avery.
They attacked Ottawa and took them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so their tobacco wasn't really theirs, right? Yes, Gunner.
They
Bless you.
wait. Never mind. Actually,
That's okay. That's all right. So, yes. So the people had their own little land, and then the Native Americans said, "No, we're done with this." And so the king said, "We're going to establish our own colony." A colony is what? Everybody? No. What is a colony? Mm-hmm. But what is a colony? Do you remember? We talked about it. Anaya?
okay. A colony is a group of settlers from another place who come to live in a different place under orders.
Yeah, very good. That's a great summary. Page 90. Who would like to read 90? Gunner, go ahead.
Had left the Roman Catholic Church and established the Church of England. In the early 1600s, some groups of England wanted to leave the Church of England. People called separatists wanted to separate and reform their own churches. This type of action was not allowed in England. Many separatists
It's a hard word.
threatened by the English government and tossed into jails. This led one group of separatists known as pilgrims to ask permission to settle in Virginia. A pilgrim is known who travels to a place for religious reasons. Virginia, a company agreed to pay for the voyage. On September 16, 1621, the Pilgrims and other colonists boarded the Mayflower at Plymouth, England, and set sail for Virginia. On board were more than 100 men, women, and children. For 66 days, a tiny crowded ship crossed the Atlantic Ocean. Finally, in November, sun was spotted land. The Mayflower reached land, but not Virginia. The Pilgrims came ashore on Cape Cod. It was now Massachusetts. By the time they landed, it was almost winter. They decided to settle the area near where they landed. The Pilgrims called their settlement New Plymouth, which is today Plymouth, Massachusetts.
Mm-hmm.
The Pilgrims took steps to establish a new colony in this place not yet claimed by England. Before they left the ship, the Pilgrims wrote for the government for their new colony. They called their agreement the Mayflower Compact. The Compact agreement was an early plan of self-government by colonists in North America. Only men signed the compact.
Interesting. Let's see. Let's talk about pilgrims in particular. So what were pilgrims? Yes, Jacob?
Settlers that came through Richmond, Massachusetts. But
Were they trying to Oh, Joy, go ahead.
someone travels to a place for religious reasons.
Very good. So, were they trying to spread their religion or were they trying to seek religious freedom? Seek religious freedom. So, in under King Henry VIII, he basically said, "You guys have to be one religion and one religion only, and you have to worship exactly who I believe." And so the Pilgrims were like, "No, we actually believe that people should be able to worship whoever they need to worship." And so then they came over on the Mayflower, and how many people were on that boat? More than 100 men. And do you think what would it look like without a government? Hudson? Why do you say that?
Because they didn't have any rules and people like learn different things. People would just be arguing and fighting, making things not unfair.
Yeah, I think that's a great point. You said funding different things. People don't think about the government, how it funds different things. So let's read page 91. Who would like to read? Let's see. Let's see. Anaya, I saw you last time.
The Pilgrims had a difficult time almost from the beginning. By the time they landed, it was cold, making it more difficult to build a colony. The Pilgrims did manage to build some small